everyone is still on the search for the truth of what really happened to Javion Magee. You know, this thing has gone viral since the sheriff department wasn't really looking at the case the way it's supposed to be looked at. Because they were saying that he's done that to himself.
Javion Magee. Breaking news. Because of you, TikTok, the sheriff has now reopened the case, and the FBI are headed to Henderson, North Carolina. It is suddenly no longer ruled a schmuicide, and the FBI will be taking over the case because of you. This is great news for the family and all of us, but I want to thank you guys for getting this story out so we can have justice for this young man.
By now, we've all seen the video of Javion purchasing a rope 24 hours prior to being found underneath a tree with a rope around his neck. In the video, you can see Javion paying for what looks like a blue tie-down rope, which could be used for anything in the truck driving industry. What we don't quite know yet is if this rope is the same rope that was around his neck when he was found. What also seems a little weird is that Javion was kind of playing with the rope, tossing it back and forth from hand to hand as he was walking out of the Walmart, seemingly in a good mood. And what also is very suspicious to me still is the fact that the family still has not been able to see Javion's body. The media has also released an alleged 911 call of when Javion was found and the description of what he saw when they found him. Now, the mother of Javion or the father of Javion still have not released any statements. However, the cousin who initially brought this story to the forefront said that they still don't believe that Javion actually did this to themselves. Now, of course, they're not making any accusations to anyone or saying that anyone else did anything to Javion, but they do not believe that Javion would have taken his own life.
Henderson, North Carolina, Police Department, Sheriff Department, and Coroner's Office. What in the hell have you got going on there? What in the hell backcountry shit you got going on where you down there? This young man right here, his name is Javion Magee. He is a truck driver. A little over a day and a half ago, this young man was found hanging from a motherfucking tree. And these police departments are trying to tell the family that he went to Walmart, bought a rope, and hung himself, yet can produce no video evidence of said purchase of rope. They ain't got it because he didn't do it. Okay? Then the coroner's office refused to allow the mother to identify her baby's body, citing COVID reasons. What the fuck is that? When has that become a thing? When did that start coming back? Well, we're not letting moms identify their babies. Then they changed it from COVID to they need the dad's permission. Once the dad gave their permission, they changed it to you don't want to see your baby like that. Listen, I was a motherfucking firefighter. I've seen people who've hung themselves. Is it a horrible thing? Yes. Is it something that a mother can't see because it's too horrible? Other than the fact that it's her motherfucking baby? No. There's no reason they are not allowing this mom to identify this baby. Because here, let me tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck I think. I think this young man had the shit kicked out of him. I think he was fucking lynched. And I think he was hung from a motherfucking tree in Henderson. And the police departments, the coroner's office, the sheriff's departments are trying to come up with a motherfucking plan to cover that shit up. Because God forbid there's a lynching in 2024 in Henderson, North Carolina. Something here doesn't fucking smell right. No news media is covering it. Nothing is covering, so I'm gonna use my motherfucking million followers to cover it. Henderson, we want motherfucking Anderson. I mean, we want answers. It is time for you to let this family see their baby prove with video evidence he purchased this rope so we can put this thing to rest. Because until then, we are going to paint circles on y'all, making you look guilty as motherfucking shit for covering up a lynching. Share this video. This family needs motherfucking justice. Scream Javion's name at the top of your motherfucking lungs. Hashtag justice for Javion. Let's get this family some peace. I am pissed off in 2024. This is even a motherfucking conversation I'm having to have. And if this does turn out to be something other than what they're claiming it is, you got a whole world of hell about to come down on you, Henderson. Justice for Javion.
Henderson, North Carolina. It's about 40 minutes outside of Raleigh. Now, that city is not a sundown city. The majority of people living in that city, they look like me. But the county in which Henderson is in, Vance County, was literally created to pack nothing but black people in that one county. This took place in 1881. So the politicians who didn't look like me, they took land from Franklin County, Granville County, and Warren County and created Vance County. By creating that county, that allowed for the Democratic Party at that time to win elections. During that time, mostly black voters voted for Republicans because the Democratic Party represented people like Trump and the people he hangs around. Vance County was named after a Confederate soldier named Zebulon Vance. According to historians, that is when gerrymandering first took place in North Carolina. Hell, when Vance County was created, it was reported that Zebulon Vance said, "Zeb's black baby." North Carolina has an ugly history when it comes to racism that still exists today. So when this 21-year-old man named Javion Magee was found leaning on a tree in Henderson, North Carolina, with a rope around his neck, it's not a coincidence that this young man's parents, along with our entire community, want answers. There are a lot of rumors out there about what took place. I'm not going to get into that. But I do want all of you all to be aware the mainstream media hasn't picked this up yet. I wonder why. Let's make sure that we help Javon's parents find out the truth. That's all I have to say.
This is the Walmart where that surveillance video captured Javion Magee buying a rope. Investigators then say that he came outside into this parking lot and gave a homeless person more than $200 in cash before heading out. Then the next day he was found dead, and Sheriff's Office tells us today that a rope was wrapped around his neck 11 times.